Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Dutchin channel. It is Wednesday evening, the 27th of March 2024, and we're approaching 8:45 in the evening. We've just finished a card at Kempton, and we're now going to go through the results of Wincanton, Hereford, and Kempton from earlier on this afternoon, and I say tonight's card at Kempton. So first of all, we need to look into the profit and loss sheet. Today's been a profit again. We're now up by £2,741.73. We had a loss at Kempton tonight. We were going so well, and the last three races all lost. But this afternoon's card at Hereford was a profit, and so was Wincanton. So overall, we had another very good day. So what I want to do next is go into today's sheet. The profit in the right hand corner there, which you most probably can't see, so let's lift that up. The profit today there is £203.07. But it was £353 up until we come to these last three races at Kempton. And just a nightmare, really. Didn't even do any good in them. So overall at Kempton tonight we made a loss of £53.93, which is still, I'm not going to grumble with that. At Hereford this afternoon we made a profit of £100 exactly, and at Wincanton we had a profit there of exactly £157. So as I say, another good day all round. It makes that day of £196 on Sunday sort of easier to deal with now after three straight good days of 160, 156 and now 203. So into the first race at Wincanton this afternoon. Big shock in the first, 95 this was on the exchanges behind the curtain. But I thought the second Regal Renaissance was gonna chin him, but he just couldn't get there in the end. So that was a first lose for us. Then in the 2:30, I had an outsider here, Abingworth, and I think every horse in the race except Begin the Luck, I think, led at some point and left it very, very late, Abingworth, but came through, and that was a good winner for us. Top selection, 8.8 on the exchange. Then in the 3 o'clock, I did have numerous selections here. I had 5, and Chloe's Court was one of them, and that came through. That was tailed off at one point. It must have been 1,000 in running, and 16.5 that one at. So another big winner for us there. Then into the 3:30, I fancied Juniper. That duly obliged, but I thought What's the Story was perhaps going to take it up at one point. Then he slipped on the turn. And then that left Touchy Feely, who I thought was going to jump in front, and that fell. So I think it may have been a little bit fortunate, Jupiter, today to go on and win that. But again, it was a win for us. Then the 4 o'clock at Wincanton was a no bet. Then in the 4:35, we had Don't Tell Sue. I think anybody could have picked that at 1.26, but that won by a distance. And then in the last at Wincanton, for us anyway, the 5:05, money came for Jasmine de Grugy, one of JP McManus's. They backed that off the boards, went off at favourite on the exchanges at 4:03. But luckily, Plaisir de Flow managed to hold it at bay as they came over the last, and that was another win for us at 4.25. Yeah, that was the last race at Wincanton. Then we moved into Hereford for the 2:40. That was a no bet. Then in the 3:10, this was one of our best bets of the day, Flash Gorkum, and that duly obliged. That was looking tight at one point with Famoso, who finished second. Then in the 3:40, I had 4 in this, and Sylvie's Dance, again, it was another one that was left at the back, and this come and won at 20. So that was another good price winner for us. Then in the 410 Intimate, my top selection there, that came through and won at 5.77. That one easy enough in the end. And then in the 445, I never fancied Jack Doyen at all, but that came through and won. We did have the second, but that would have been a slight profit on that one, but I couldn't have backed Jack Doyen. Then into the 515 at Hereford, that was a no bet there. And then the first at Kempton was a no bet. The 6 o'clock at Kempton was a no bet. So that gave me a sort of an hour's break. And then in the 6:30, I didn't fancy this favourite in Cracking Gold. I had it to finish 5 of 6. And having a great time, didn't really get challenged. The favourite was staying on in the end, but that won easily enough at 5.14. So that was a winner for us at Kempton. Then in the 7 o'clock, Mount Athos, the short price favourite there at 5-4. That one wasn't easy, but it did manage to win in the end. And of course, now we've got 2 from 2 at Kempton, and I'm feeling like, come on now, we can go through the card here as well. And then in the 7:30, I didn't fancy another favourite here, Break the Bank. 1 point I didn't think it was going to win, then it burst through in the final furlong, won as it liked. So I had Beauty Generation that finished second, but you were never going to count your money up. Break the Bank was a good winner in the end. And then in the penultimate race at Kempton, Zivania. I couldn't have backed that one either. We didn't even manage to get the second. It was poor in that race. The favourite, at one point I thought was going to challenge, and his run petered out on the rails, and he didn't get up. And then the last race just now, if I didn't have Revolution, I mostly would have been able to back the next 3. But of course, I gave that to win. That finished 4th. And it went to a photo, but Libra Tiger just hung on from Abolish, who was closing. They did back that horse, Abolish. But I was disappointed in the last 3 races. Not that I lost, but I lost badly. You just go back to Break the Bank. I don't know how I'd given that so far down the list. And then the next one, the favourite, run badly. And even in the last race, I didn't have the first, the second, the third. So it wasn't losing that worried me. If I'd have had things beaten in Focus and stuff, I would have said, oh, that was unlucky. But I was disappointed in that last bit there. But overall, I'm never going to be disappointed with £203 in another profit there. So a great day again. We've got 3 meetings tomorrow, which I have put that on, uploaded those. Let's just go to tomorrow's racing. The 3 meetings tomorrow: Fontwell, Wetherby and Southall. There's a few races there that I won't be betting in. There's a lot of small fields. It doesn't look a great day's racing tomorrow, I've got to be honest. It's mostly the worst day of the week. But I've already uploaded it, so you can have a look at that. And I'll be back again tomorrow morning to do the morning prices with the Matchbook Exchange. So I'll be back around 9:30, 10 o'clock with those. And if not, sleep well.